Welcome. Thank you for joining me here for your Ascension energy reading. Is for December 11th through 17th, 2023. We've got the 12/12 portal this week with the Sagittarius new moon on the same day. So it's going to be a very big portal. Mercury goes direct the next day, or sorry, retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde the next day. So the 12th, 13th, the beginning of the week is a huge energy. This week I am hearing, when I was laying out the cards, that there is some healing of the past timelines of the war against the divine feminine Christ, the attacks against the feminine. I was hearing the War of the Roses and the Lancaster Rose. I was hearing Avalon's clearing as well. I was hearing some stuff about Merlin being cleared, and it sounds like there was stuff done against the feminine that he might have done, maybe some sorcery or witchcraft or something along those lines. And Greek timelines clearing. And I was hearing that this is connected to our genetic ancestry as well. So there could have been stuff that we're dissolving basically through us as karma, is what I'm hearing, that's been attacking the divine feminine Christ. So whether you're male or female, the feminine within this has been suppressed, and we've had this dark feminine distorted template. I was hearing Mary Queen of Scots as well. So it's just like this dominant distorted feminine always attacking, suppressing, siphoning from our divine feminine Christ energy. So we're shifting that for this new age of Aquarius, the new earth and the 5D, and that's the equality of unity and oneness, and it's going to come through the divine masculine and feminine. So we're healing and we're recovering all of this within ourselves. And if you have been carrying that template of empathy, love, logic, I'm hearing like just embodying creativity, embodying and exuding that divine feminine Christ, that creatrix frequency, you might have been attacked a lot in life for that, or had a lot of challenging relationships where they were coming in to take that from you or siphon that from you or cause some emotional trauma. And so your victimhood, like anything that this entity could come in and destroy your emotions and creativity, the body, even your health and well-being, it would do. So we're kind of reversing that at this point, coming back to ourselves and ending these attacks so they don't happen against us any longer. And I am seeing like people, like colleagues, work colleagues, or people in the same field, possibly like competition that could, and there's the scales of balance coming in with this, I'm seeing. So some sort of justice where maybe they did spell work or rituals, like things to purposely say, I'm going to, that person's creative, they've got the talent, and I want that, I want to be put in a position where I'm ahead of them, so I'm going to take that or suppress that, do something. So something happened here where it got them in a position where they either made more money, got the raise, got the promotion, if it's like maybe have more fame than you, that sort of concept, right? And maybe you were doing really well and growing, and then all of a sudden, and I'm hearing it as the beast entity came in, saw that, and wanted that. So manipulated, and they could have not necessarily been close to you, but somehow they've got the financial gains, is what I'm hearing over this. So there's justice coming in on this level this week for you as well. And again, it's like a feminine energy. So this would be, they want to have your creative ideas, maybe you have a lot, you're very attuned in, psychic, empathetic, like you have gifts, healing gifts. There could be prospects like this that person's now gaining from. They could, I find people can get in and access like a remote viewing kind of concept and access through you information, and then they can use that to grow and expand. So that could be another way that this is dissolving as well. And so you're protected, your energy is protected, external energies can't come in a remote view in some sort of way on you or cause health conditions, is what I'm hearing. Health scares, things that were, again, like impacting your life negatively, taking your time, taking your attention, like keeping you busy so that they could just get ahead while you're dealing with life, just surviving, trying to get through life, and maybe attacks against your family members as well. if you're a parent, attacks against your children, these kind of ideas. So let's see how this is unfolding. We do have the Hangman card, so there's some sort of awakening, perception expansion on this level. There is movement forward here as well. So it does seem like you were somewhat trapped, but this week it's like the spell's breaking basically here. Maybe it is consciousness, a consciousness awakening. Pituitary gland is what I'm hearing. If things were intentionally like creating a veil over your gifts, and maybe someone or something at some point caused your gifts to shut down or something like that, that's also would be clearing up this week for you. And now it's like you're going to have a better understanding, an intuitive understanding, like a knowing, a firm knowing. Firm boundaries with your health and well-being is also what I'm hearing. So it does feel like a better radar of knowing what's what, who's who, where, what channel people are coming in on, and being able to not get deceived basically, and see things more accurately on this level, so you can ensure like you're safe, your family's safe, more healthy, more stable, more grounded, these sorts of ideas. We do have purity, safety, and bliss, number 7, which is my Jezebel number. Platinum goddess, Larimar rose quartz crystal. So I think, again, this is an emotional healing, a feminine healing that's purifying out so that you are safe, you can be happy. This energy is purifying out of you. The goddess energy reminds me of what I was seeing at the beginning, like these fake goddessy, just like definitely in the spiritual community, I think false light, and maybe like you, if you go through the dark night of the soul, and the spiritual journey is not love and light, it's not fun, it's a lot of work, and then so if you really go through it and you put in the work, and then these false light people come in, and I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, that's coming in on a surface level, love and light, and basically like using the spiritual community as maybe having a career, making money, just like using it as a cash cow for themselves, or making it benefit them somehow by being something they're not really, and not going through the actual spiritual work that you're going through, like getting your gifts, your psychic gifts, your healing gifts, like the shamanic journey, the initiations, like the actual work to have this and go through clearing karma and having to deal with a lot of stuff in life, on this spiritual growth journey, so you can ascend into this ascended mastery position and be that leader. And then other energies or people could just come in and maybe siphon that from you somehow, or block it, or do something here, and then just put themselves in a position that they are all of that, portraying that, and it's not true, but they have this gimmick, is what I'm hearing it as, a gimmick, and it's somehow to, coming from you, or depleting you, or there's some connection due to you, or maybe you were their inspiration on this sort of level. And it doesn't need to necessarily be a spiritual career, but it's more that you do have these gifts, and someone has seen it, or people or a group has seen it, and put you in a position now where it kept you stuck on some sort of level. I think it put you backwards, or put them ahead somehow, or just stopped a growth on some sort of level for you, where you could be basically more successful or happier, or have less challenges in your own growth and ascension, these sorts of things. Like some sort of disruption came along here. So this is where it's coming back into balance for you this week, and you're going to have a breakthrough and a clearing, a consciousness awakening. So it does feel like things are transmuting off of you. And then the last card we have is open. Say yes, expands through extremes, and trust life. So this expansion is here. It looks like it's going down from like the crown chakra through the throat chakra down to the heart chakra as well. as well. It's eliminating these things, especially financially. So it sounds like these things have affected, like where you could be in a better, healthier financial position or more ahead, basically, on in some sort of way, even if they weren't direct, like work, colleague, career, uh, what's the word? Like in the same, maybe you're a tarot card reader, for example, and so they became a tarot card reader, and now they have like a big business doing tarot card readings, and your business, your customers, your maybe do it publicly, and social media went down and theirs went up, and it's like, and they didn't even have that career, like they saw you doing it and then they came in and took that and then they went forward on it. So it's something around that, that this persona is what I'm hearing. So like more of the facts are coming in. So just align with this, that awakening that's happening, this clearing, this upgrade. It's expanding you. So it's definitely expanding you in the consciousness. It could be that these things are breaking. And so all of a sudden, all this stuff's coming back to you as well right now. And you might not even be fully aware of where it was depleted to begin with, but it's coming back. So just receive it back, say yes, trust the process that's going on this week. It's going to lead you to where you're meant to be. I think it's putting you back in a very good position and not being under attack from these things or people or whatever they have been any longer this week. We do have the Page of Wands coming through here for you with amethyst crystal number 5, spiritual expansion, beauty, and purification. So more purifications coming in. The amethyst is connected with the third eye chakra and your spiritual expansion here. I think that it's like all the work, possibly like you've had to change your career in some sort of way. Like I'm just seeing the 3 pots is like you haven't been able to expand in one area like you could have in the past. Maybe you were really doing successfully in one part of your life and all of a sudden that stops. So it's like, okay, that's not working anymore. I have to figure out the plan B, the plan C, and like trying to survive or make money or do work in multiple ways to get the security that you had just focusing on the one thing before. So there's something coming back here on this level. With the beauty as well, I think these things possibly could have attacked your femininity and sexuality is what I'm hearing. Like you might have had more of that goddess frequency naturally and organically, and this thing was just attacking you on that level as well. Like I think it is like you were this beautiful energy and they just looked at it and said, I want that, and it's like you've just been doing everything you can to maintain what you naturally are here, but it's been a lot of work, and I think you've been kind of lost and trying to figure it out and overworked at this point, overdoing things, depleted, and maybe it has affected your health. It definitely affected your life force energy. You could have noticed the past maybe 5 years, 6 years that maybe you used to be able to take care of yourself and your health better, and now you don't have the energy, especially because you're so busy doing so much now to survive, that you don't have any extra energy to take care of your health and exercise and these sorts of things anymore either. So, and I think this is all culminating is what I'm here, but it's all connected to the same intention of trying to destroy you essentially so that they could be on top. And we have the Great Mother, surrender to mystery and fall into her arms. So this week it's definitely asking, like the divine is taking over on with this situation, with this dynamic, these people, the past lives, the cycles, whatever this has been. And so now it's like, you're okay, you're safe. I do think you're going to be able to figure out how to, with the purification, there is some sort of letting go and allow things to return back to more harmonious, more balanced, more healthier for you at this point, focusing more on one thing rather than having to multitask so much and overdo. And we have Temperance coming through here as the last card with elemental balance, which Temperance is all about balance too. Number 3, harmony, centeredness, and reverence. And then the last card is After the Rain. So it's definitely saying this has ended. It's clearing out now. Silver lining, relief, hope, mercy is over, and acceptance. So the Temperance is also saying it's neutralizing out. So the balance is coming back. You're going to get your balanced lifestyle back, more harmonious, more centered, more grounded, more peaceful, more stable, more emotionally balanced. It's definitely like, feels like you probably have gone through like the storm, or things have felt challenging. And even if they have been getting better, I think it's like calmer maybe compared to maybe 5 years ago, 6, 7 years ago. It's still like, feels like you're just not getting over the hump, basically getting back to what was once easy, and stable and more balanced and more fun and more enjoyable. So this will continue now. Okay. We just have to let this ending transmute basically and focus on, well, just allowing the divine to intervene right now and let this be removed out of you, your body, your health, your life, your consciousness. And so there might be some awakenings about this as well coming through with the Hangman card, where you are seeing these things clearly, like more aha, figuring this out. And maybe you will understand where this started, who's connected to this sort of thing going on. I think like ultimately it's some sort of spell work. So it's like, what I'm hearing to say is like, we're alchemists, especially the divine feminine Christ. We can create with our own life force energy. Like, we do not need to take that from somebody else so that we can have it, where these things that did take it from you cannot create on their own. So the only way they can do it is harnessing other people's energies. And so these are energy vampires. And so that's what God's putting an end to here. So you're not going to be depleted, and they're not going to be taking this from you, and you're leaving the chrysalis is what I'm hearing here. So you're going to now come out of this as the butterfly and blossom out of this cycle. So you definitely been stuck in the cocoon for a while. But you're going to have all of your energy back, your creation ability back, your conscious choices back. Like, this is all unfolding now and healing and aligning. So allow the process to unfold over however long this needs to transmute out and get back to that 0 point. And know, like, this is all coming back to you now. So purify out what needs to go and just surrender it all to God, trusting that everything's okay. So if there are like changes happening, it's going to lead to you being back in a very healthy, good position in life. Put first, back in your power, the divine feminine Christ, your abilities back, your kundalini back, your life force energy back, your creative ideas back, your gifts back, your pineal, third eye chakra gifts, your psychic sight. All these things are going to recover, restore now. So if it's reflecting on changes in your external reality or a career or something, like things come up, it's because this is leaving. So whatever is ending in life or changing is because it's like not meant to be there. It's not there from the right intentions. So just let it go and trust that everything is working out okay. That's where expanding through extremes, trusting life is coming in here. You're safe. Just allow the process, take a step back. We're coming to the end of the year here. And so just rest, rest in this winter moment as well. Holiday season, it's just take a break and let this complete on its own, and come back to this when the time is right. And we'll be very knowing when the time is right for God's going to come in here. And God is here, but God is going to also put you he's not just going to leave you hanging here and purifying, and then that's it. You're being put back into a very good position again. You're being put back on first and on the top. So as the leader, so just follow through with however this unfolds, trusting that everything's working out great. For this week, it's about you purifying, cleansing this out, getting stable, getting balanced, getting happy again. Just accepting that it's over here as well, just trusting that everything's over and it's all working out for you. This is all for you. So you can just be thankful and grateful, basically. And if something comes up that's making you nervous, just, I'm grateful. Thank you, God, that you're making these changes to put me back first, put me in this healthy position and transform my life in better ways than I could ever even imagine. Like, this is going to bring such beautiful blessings. And you are so gifted, you are so pure, you are so loving, you are embodying this divine mother template as well. Like, there is such a beautiful role for you in the new earth that God has. So this is aligning you to have that this is your destiny as well, that you're meant to be doing. So for the timeline shift, so you're going to be put into something that's going to make you very, very happy, evolved, mature, emotionally mature, and loving, and in a very healthy position. We saw last week, I think, or the week before, it was showing like we're stepping up into this ascended mastery position, this grandmother position. Like, it's definitely a raise, a spiritual raise, right? So we are getting an upgrade, a promotion right now as well, and that might make changes in your physical life or career or home or what network. Some stuff might happen, but it's all to get you going up further ahead. So trust the process that's coming through. We are working with the Oracle of Unicorns card decks for this week's extended reading. So we'll do the God Code, light language, and healing and activations in attunement. So if you need support this week, or you'd like to go further with this reading and receive all that is available to get you free and align you to your destiny this week, you can join us through the Vimeo link. It's down below, and I also list some details down below of what we do in this week's extended reading. If you'd like to join us there, I'd love to have you. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Have a very blessed Sagittarius new moon 12/12 portal. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.